Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another smartphone office video. The best game is being authentic. Now, the reason why I put quotes around the word game is a lot of times some dudes thinking that's being manipulative and all of that. And yeah, some dudes can do that. But listen to what I'm saying before you comment. Especially listen to what I'm really saying here. First of all, game is nothing but a social strategy. You can call it whatever you want. If you don't like the word game, you can just call it your strategy. If your strategy is just being straight up, totally honest and all of that, and it works for you, that's your game. And in fact, I'm gonna get more into that because being authentic, that's in my view, is the best game. It is really the best way of getting a lady because you don't have to think about it or anything. You just being you. Because I was thinking about that the other day. Like, okay, first of all, and it really hit me like over the past year since I had my stroke. Cause Ron wasn't like going out like dressing all fly and all of that. Most of the time, a few things I had to do. I wasn't really trying to do anything. My biggest concern was getting better. That was my biggest concern. That was the biggest thing I was trying to do. Yet I was like seriously attracting some ladies. Even when I was like, shit, there's times, even now, I might have a slight limp when I'm walking. And ladies be like, hey, you need some help or something like that. It's like, man, I'm not like trying to be all fly. I'm not going to parties or clubs or anything like that. I'm just being me. But then it really showed something to me. Now I was doing that at first, but I wasn't conscious of it. But now I'm more conscious. I say, well, shoot, even though I talk about have the barber bless you, sometimes I ain't had the barber bless me. Sometimes I be letting this girl all out and everything, still getting plenty of attention. But what it was just being authentic, being true to myself. And see, that's very important. That is very important. I mean, I've said a couple times there'll be some guys and they'll say, hey, Rom, I'm talking like you, trying to walk like you. It's like, no. You do you. See, you want to be authentic and true to who you are because you don't have to fake. Because first of all, you do have some men out there who be trying to fake like they whatever. They trying to fake like maybe they have money, maybe they thorough, maybe they are whatever. Trust me on one thing. First of all, women see right through that anyway. Women seeing right through that because no matter what you're saying, they looking at how you dressed, they looking at how you move, they looking at your body language, they looking at your posture. You can tell them whatever. You can tell them you making $1,000,000, but if your body language and everything saying you just barely making it to next week with some money and how you move and everything, and trust me, there's the difference between how a millionaire moves and how I'll say a pauper moves. There's a very big difference. That's something I might discuss on my money channel. But a woman can see right through that. They can see right through it. A lot of times dudes thinking they running some game on some woman and a woman is just dealing with them because of lack of options. And then even in my book, Nice Guys and Players, I talked about the masked man. You get a lot of guys trying to lean on their money, their material goods and everything. Trying to really do something. I remember I was at this relationship thing in Atlanta a couple decades ago. And there was a guy, and he had been, I ain't gonna call his name, but he had been on TV a couple times. He had been on like some major talk shows. And he was on a conversation on this was like just a regular cell phone. And he was just talking and he was being all loud and I caught the eyes of a couple ladies who looked at me. They were just like, whatever. Meanwhile, Ron was just sitting back chilling, just doing my thing. See, I'm going to tell you what, being authentic is powerful. You don't have to work on it, whatever your authentic is. even if you introverted. Because as I've said before, I'm actually I would say ambivert. I'm introverted when I need to be, extroverted when I need to be. But I'm actually quiet most of the time. When I go into different social situations, I don't be saying anything. I let it come to me. I let the game come to me. But see, that's who I am. I don't be trying to be in there, be like Mr. Like I'm going to talk to everybody. But that's who I am. But somebody else might be different. See, you gotta be true to who you are. You can't be me. I can't be you. You can't be somebody else. Now, yes, I do talk about having some social skills, but that's just some basic stuff. And then getting yourself in your best shape, but that's still some basic stuff. And wearing clothes and everything like that. But even when I talk about self-improvement, I'm talking about you being the best version of yourself. Not being the best version of somebody else. Not trying to copy somebody else. In fact, I've done quite a few videos where I said, look, don't worry about that next man. You worry about yourself. You worry about the man in the mirror. You have the best haircut for you. You wear the best clothes for you. You only worry about the best body build for you. Like body game. When I'm talking about body game, everybody can't be like some lean cut dude. They don't have the genetics for it. And the other dudes can't be some big brolic dude. They don't have the genetics for it. I say be your best version. Be authentic. And one of the main reasons I say be authentic is, what do I also talk about too? I talk about your tribe. Your tribe. The women who are naturally attracted to you. If you're not some thug, you're not naturally a thug, you can't pretend to be one. You got some guys getting tattoos and stuff and you got some suburban guys trying to act like they thugs or something. It's like, nah. A woman can read through that. Because trust me, if you really read the body language of true to the game thugs and how they carry themselves and how they talk and everything, you might can fake a little bit of it thinking you faking it, but somebody who's really in that environment knows it. Just like a thug can't pretend like they some suburban dude or some upper class dude, no matter what kind of haircut they get and everything. And I've seen all of that. I've seen people try to pretend like they weren't in a certain class or try to carry themselves a certain way. They weren't being authentic. And see, you want to be authentic because then you get the tribe of women who are naturally attracted to you, who are naturally good with you. Because I've said several times, the type of women naturally attracted to me, who have the strongest attraction, shoot, they ain't like some of these bad and bougie women out here, or some of these ratchet women. The ones most naturally attracted usually, shoot, I would say librarians or something like that, or professional types. They ain't the types who probably have a big following on IG or something. Unless they have fat ass though. So, but seriously, it's a certain type that I run into. But see, what they're attracted to is you. See, you want to be. First, you want to be yourself. See, a lot of guys say, well, how do I find my tribe? How do I find my tribe? The best way to find your tribe is be authentic and true to who you are. Whatever your class is, whatever your education level is, however your speech intonation, whatever. You do what works for you. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't be jealous of some other man getting it. That's his tribe. You got to be authentic to yourself. You can't be somebody else. And when you authentic to yourself, and then if being authentic also means you ain't leaning on props. Now, you've heard me talk several times about men getting women without spending money or something, without leaning on their money. Unfortunately, you got a lot of men leaning on money and they still having trouble. Okay, the money is a tool. The money is a tool. You want to have that money so you can live the best life you can. And the most the money would do is put you in certain environments. But even in those environments, you got to be authentic to it. And women can read that too. Women can read that. You want to present whoever you are. Then you will naturally, notice I said the word naturally, you will naturally attract the women who are compatible with you, who will naturally be in cooperation with your operation. I want you to think about that, but you gotta be authentic. But see, if you trying to be something else, like say you trying to be some suburban dude trying to act like you a thug, you might get a woman here and there, but then you'll find out some other stuff about them that you don't like. Indeed, there's been some guys who tried that. They got straight played. And I've known some guys who they were more street, trying to deal with some more upper class women. And the women were like, whatever. Because even in situations where you think you're seeing an upper class woman with maybe some street dude or something, it's more about the woman. Because a woman is going to naturally be attracted to who you are. Are you going to get every woman? No, but there's 4 billion women in the world. Remember, your best relationship is with yourself. Your best relationship is with yourself. You want them to see the real you. You don't want to hide anything about it. Now, some women ain't going to like it, some will. You focus on the women who do like it. That's why it's the best game. You don't have to think about it. This is how you talk. This is who you are. It's like this dude, I never forget. He said he was a nice guy. He said a nice guy, he good with it. He got him a beautiful wife. He got him a tall, handsome son and everything. And he was good. He was good with what he was. He didn't try to change. He didn't try to be some thug anything. He was a nice guy. He had some nerdy thing. He didn't give a shit. This is who he was. In fact, I still see clips from the show that keeps on giving, the balloon pop show, right? I still see clips from it. Had this guy came on there and he was looking all nerdy and all of that. And the women tried to jump on him and he looked at them like, whatever, this is me. This is who I am. And he still walked away with a woman. He still walked away with a woman. Because he was who he's going to be. That's who he was. Because even then, it's like, don't be trying to pretend like you somebody else. You are who you are. And that's the best game. That's the best social strategy. Because then you pushing away women who ain't about who you are. Like I said, a hot date for me is going to a bookstore. Now, if I get a woman who don't like to read, and I've actually dealt with some who didn't like to read, I was like, no. That's my thing. That's my thing. Shoot, we got to be able to have a conversation, a deeper conversation. Now, I don't start off that way, but shoot, we got to be able to talk about what's going on in the world and everything. Now, if we can't do that, that's not me. And sometimes, even some guys, they'll try to like show what they think the woman wants. Nah, you still show, you still had a good conversation with her and everything, but you still show her your face. You still show her your face. If she don't like it, she just don't like it. And see, when you authentic, trust me, and plus part of being authentic is you drawing the attention of some women you don't even know about. Because like I said, women, they'll be checking out a guy for a long time. He don't even know it. He might just be walking a certain path to work or school, whatever he doing in the neighborhood, the woman checking him out. But he being authentic, he being who he is. Because that thing, let me get back to that thing about wearing a mask or trying to present some image or some facade or something. Women see right through it. And even the mask, say some guys, and when I talk about a mask, that's like leaning on like money and status and all of that. What happens when you get past that? What happens when you get past that? Is that who you are? And you know what? There's plenty of women out there. They be going for all that superficial stuff. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Because if I run into a woman talking about she just looking at all that superficial stuff, I'm like, well, yeah, I got it. But if that's what you're looking for, nah, I don't need to deal with you. I don't need to deal with you at all. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. I don't have time for that. I want to see what she is. Because another thing, a major thing too about being authentic, that woman got to be authentic. And I'm gonna tell you what, she might realize she can't deal with some things, and so you getting rid of her. That's making it easy for you. That is making it easy for you. That's why that's the best game. Like, you gotta work with it. Like, even in my book, Nice Guys in Place, I tell masked men, it's like, look, you eventually gotta take off that mask. I tell gamesmen, I was like, nah, you gotta be real with whatever you doing. Stop trying to run, some fake stuff, right? You got to be real with it. It's you. And then all I tell nice guys in the book is, hey, you got to develop a backbone. Now, you still want to develop the best version of you, no matter what. But of you, not somebody else. When you're doing body game, you want to develop the best version. Whatever your mission is, you need to be focused on that. And if the woman don't like it, hey, she don't like it. It's actually better if she don't like it, because you got some women out there, they trying to divest you of your money or something. And you don't have time for that. But most of the time, you being authentic, you being real, boom. Because that's one thing a lot of women have said about me. They say, Ron, one thing, you were real. Yeah. And I've actually had a couple say they weren't ready for me. Because they'll see me doing what I'm doing now. They say, you know what, Ron, you are real. I was like, what? Yeah. Because that's the only choice you got, really. Now, if you want to be faking and all of that, well, this ain't the place for you. I'm telling you what works. Being true to who you are, no matter what. No matter what. And there's always, like, I always use a story about, always talk about liking comic books, science fiction, and all of that. But when I look at the women I got along best with, they were the same. They were in the same area. Sure, they were in the same area. See, the authentic thing, when you authentic and true, you showing the woman who you are, but then you showing which women you going to deal with. So, I mean, that's the best game. Just be authentic. Don't try to fake. Don't try to be something that you are not. You know you ain't a thug. And even for the thugs, you know you ain't some upper class dude. Don't try to fake out here. Whatever it is. If you really ain't like that spiritual dude or religious dude, don't try to pretend like you are just for some women. Don't be giving women whatever. Be who you are. If they don't like it, they just don't like it. They don't like it. It's like, hey, okay. Don't worry about it. Don't not even for short term. Not even for short term. Because you'll find once you're authentic, once you like who you are, you'll start drawing all those women who are part of your tribe. You'll start drawing those women who see you for who you are. Because like I said, like I always say, like I said in this very video, a woman could be checking you out for a while, but they need to see the real thing. So, that's all I have. Yeah, I ain't going to do anything for the weekend, and I don't know if I'm doing anything Monday or not. I might do another one for Monday. Like I said, office video. Like I said, last, let's say, March and part of April. A lot of other stuff. So Rom stays busy. Rom stays busy. So anyway, that's all I have. That's all I have for now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.